Tonight, from Seattle, Washington, it's a special Thanksgiving night presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Drew Lock and the Seattle Seahawks versus Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. The beat goes on, doesn't it? A perfect 10-0 to start the campaign.
And it's a good locker room to be in, too. Guys don't show up on game day hoping to win. They expect to win. And so far, they've yet to have a letdown.
Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. Will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinals making their way out, and it's the #1 overall pick in 2019, Kyler Murray at the helm.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
One touchdown, one pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
First carry for James Conner. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Murray. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
7 yards, the pickup there. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Murray's throw pulled in by Hopkins. And he's got this down to the 35.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Murray a give. This is Conner. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now Murray off play action. On the move to his left. And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground. Again, Murray will keep it. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
And the Cardinals are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll run here with Connor, and this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Here's Murray. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a third and goal situation. They'll try to surge ahead with Connor. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. He went backwards 5 yards there on third down to bring up fourth. No score after 1 on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So a nice opening drive on the road. You get the 3 points. Part of you wonders if that might hurt them later not getting into the end zone.
Well, the good thing is, still first quarter, and they did come out of it with points. In a sense, they can look at it positively and say, hey, we set the pace in this one. I think that's how they'll go about it.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. So here come the Seahawks now for their first drive. They will be led out by a second-round pick in 2019. Out of Missouri, it's Drew Lock.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they've played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, and when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team. Just think about it this way. For most of the year, they've been playing to win their division and get to the playoffs. Now the playoffs are just about a foregone conclusion. So now they have to down-focus their thoughts about getting home field advantage and finishing unbeaten, and they need to make sure they keep it in that order.
Rolling to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Carson. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Looking to throw again on second down. Lock going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Murray. On the slant, complete to Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And that'll wind up moving the chains again, as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Murray going to throw. That ball complete to Isabella. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw is Murray. It's caught on the right side. Williams. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Murray to air it out again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game, because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here, as he'll get this up to the 29. The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. And we'll see what they want to do. 45 seconds is all that remains until the break. Throwing on 1st down is Locke. Steps away. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. Now, these two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the visiting Seahawks who were victorious in that one. So they now look for the sweep here back home in Seattle. To throw on 2nd and 10. Locke. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. This throw incomplete. Nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. From the gun on 3rd down. Locke. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout. Their 2nd. As the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Sheds off the tackle. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Eluding the pressure right. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. From just shy of midfield, Murray. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
So we've reached halftime here on the Thanksgiving night. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, once again, happy Thanksgiving, everybody, as we'll run you through what's going on both today and later on this weekend. Good matchups all up and down the schedule there. We'll highlight the one in Cincinnati. A big test coming up for the Bengals as they'll do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. Good games in the late afternoon as well, one being out in Santa Clara, where it'll be the 49ers taking on the Cleveland Browns. And one final game to highlight. It's Sunday Night Football, and they've got a good one this week between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. In the game you're watching, it was the former #1 overall selection, Kyler Murray, who put on an absolute show. His guys lead, though by only a field goal. Still anybody's game. As we send it back to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Seahawks on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
These two teams, they met up in Seattle earlier in the year with the Seahawks coming away victorious. So a win here in Seattle, tough as that may be, would give them the season sweep. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Murray. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. And the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. So, big turn of events there. They had him sacked on third down, but the hand to the face going to give him new life.
And when it comes to protecting quarterbacks, partners, you well know, these officials are not going to hesitate if they see a tug on the mask. Heck, if they see a hand up near the mask, the flag's going to come out.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Murray now to throw. It's Williams on the catch. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. They'll run on first down. Connor, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Murray. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Moore. Touchdown! Rondale Moore. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes it at the 7. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the 3rd quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They fake the handoff, now Locke. He hits his target, Lockett. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They look to throw. It's Locke, and he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Chandler Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because it still definitely hurts.
Out to his left. Give him 9 on the play, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got down. Makes it manageable now.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is right there. It's good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. Automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Cardinals offense ready to set up shop. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. On first down, Connor going to be lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And that is incomplete. The defense did their job. Fourth quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at them from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. On first down, Carson. Fighting off the defender. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They will look for some important yardage on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 60-yard boot. Now Locke. And this will go to Carson out wide. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Locke off of play action. He lets it fly for Lockett. And, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. On play action, Locke. They'll roll him out right. He lets it fly for Lockett. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Kyler Murray now in the Cardinal offense. Down by 7, 2:06 to play. They'll have one play, maybe two, before the 2-minute warning as they've got a first down. Meanwhile, Murray's throw here taken in by Isabella. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. To throw again on second down. Murray. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Murray gets this one to Isabella. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other. And the catch made by Hopkins. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. First down now, but that clock rolling. On the move to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game.
Murray's throw complete there to Moore.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. Murray to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hopkins. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. Flush to his right. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Now the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And penalty markers down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Locked to throw. Rolling to his left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll have a quick first down here. At midfield. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. Here's Locke. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. Now Locke. And this is going to be caught. He got it. It's a touchdown. Forget overtime. They're going to win the football game right now. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with what will almost certainly be the game-winning score as the lead is 7 here in the final moments. Taken at the goal line. So some drama down to the very end of this ball game, Charles, on that final kickoff. They were hoping to break free, some sort of miracle play, but they couldn't do it.
They had a chance, and that was their only opportunity to try and bring it all the way back. As you noted, they weren't able to get that done, but at least they had the shot. What a tremendous game to be this close and this well contested.
So for the Seahawks, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And now they'll have a few extra days before they face the Rams next week. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.